Welcome into your KLBK Sports Connection. I'm Leah Doherty. Well, it all comes down to tomorrow after dropping Game 2 of the Super Regional to Oklahoma State 5-6. Tech and OSU face off in a winner-take-all tomorrow at 5. Winner gets the spot in the College World Series, and the other season comes to a close. This game was tight all the way until the end, bottom one, and it's the Cowboys who strike first with a single down the right field line, leading 1-0. Tech trails, might I add, for the first time in the NCAA tournament until the 7th. Drew Baker, have yourself a day, kid. He homers to left field, and it's a tie ball game. And the next inning, he'll get an RBI to give Tech a 1-run lead. Not letting off the gas, OSU takes the lead with a homer out to right, courtesy of Colin Simpson. Cowboys lead this one 5-4, but Tech not giving up so easy. Top 9, it's Gabe Holt with a hit right to the Cowboys shortstop. Looks like he's going to be out, but the first baseman drops the ball. Holt on the ground with an injured hand, sees the error and takes off to second and is safe. Runners on second and third, and it's Klein with the fly out to bring home Holt, tied at 5-all. Then OSU now gets their chance to score. Taylor Floyd on the mound with a wild pitch, and that brings home Lubbock native Noah Seifert in a nail-biting finish. Cowboys win this one 5-6. Now, it's a tough way to end such a close game, and if I had a hard time watching it here in studio, I can only imagine what that crowd was like in person. KLBK's Ryan King has been covering this game and joins us now from Dan Law Field. Ryan, Tech obviously not able to get this one done, but every game has those guys that keep you in the fight offensively. Ryan, who impressed you tonight?
I mean, you're right, you're right, Leah. Sorry about that. You know, usually you're expecting to see the same guys. You know, Josh Young, who's picked in the first round in the MLB draft on Monday, he goes 0 for 4. Cam Warren, who actually leads the team in most hitting statistical categories, he goes 0 for 5, does get an RBI, but it was actually Drew Baker getting 3 at-bats, 2 hits, 2 RBI, a home run to get the game tied up, an RBI to actually take the lead. But honestly, with all that aside, Texas Tech, they're going to need some guys to step up, whether it is Josh and Cam. They're going to need some underclassmen, some guys further down the depth chart, honestly, maybe like a Drew Baker to step up. But all of that aside, they're in the same situation as last year. You know, they lost to Duke last year in Game 2 of the Lubbock Super Regional after winning Game 1. Their season was on the line in Game 3, and they came through and won that one. Now this year, Coach Tadlock was asked after the game if the Red Raiders can pull on that experience with their season on the line when they had to beat Duke. Can they pull on that to beat Oklahoma State tomorrow? And he said, of course, that's one thing they can pull on, but really, they've learned a lot of lessons from this season as well.
The experience they need to draw on is it's a baseball game. These kids, they want to go to Omaha. I mean, they want to go so bad they can't stand it. But it's a baseball game, and, you know, baseball's meant to be played one pitch at a time, and you got to go out and win innings. And so I think that'd probably be the experience that, you know, anytime we've been in a 3-game series going into Sunday, you know it's going to be a barn burner from the get-go, and embrace that and get ready to go.
Of course, Leah, you mentioned it a little bit earlier. Final game, season on line for both Tech and OSU tomorrow, Sunday, here at Dan Law Field, set for 5 o'clock. Tim Tadlock already announcing Bryce Bonner will be the starter. Oklahoma State, maybe a little gamesmanship, has not decided to name a starter tonight. They're going to sleep on it and talk about it tomorrow. We'll have you covered here on KLBK, so to make sure to tune in tomorrow night for that. For now, we'll send it back to you in studio, Leah.
Thanks, Ryan. Well, baseball fighting for a chance to play for the title while another team brings it home. Men's track and field winning the national title. And yes, you heard that correctly. They are the first men's team in Tech history to do that. Some of the key players in the victory include Divine Odudoru defending his title in the 200-meter as well as taking the 100-meter title, running a 9.86. Norman Grimes coming in second in the 400 hurdles. And what sealed the fate, Eric Knitsky clinching the title in the discus. 60 points scored for the Red Raiders, winning the meet comfortably by 10 over Florida. And as you can imagine, head coach Kitley is overcome with pride as he leads this team to victory.
I'm so proud for Texas Tech. I mean, that is just everything to me. They'd never won a national championship on the men's side, and to be able to bring that back to Lubbock, Texas, the greatest place on earth, I think, it's just greatly special for me.
I think it's going to be a big one. this is going to be like the first time we're winning the national title, and he's going to get to the record book, and I will be so honored to be among the student athletes that achieved this.
And taking a step back from Tech and looking at some of the other super regional games going on. The first team to punch their ticket to Omaha, it's the Louisville Cardinals. They sweep East Carolina and win this one in easy 12-0. Moving over to Nashville, 1 seed Vanderbilt looking to hang on tonight after a devastating 18-5 loss to Duke in Game 1. And another possible upset to keep your eye on, Michigan and UCLA. UCLA, the #1 seed overall, falls last night 3-2 to Michigan. And some other games that went final: Arkansas beating Ole Miss 11-2, Auburn topping North Carolina 11-7, and Florida State taking down LSU 6-4. So if that's not enough baseball scores for you, then I don't know.